what's up guys? Matt here with Droid Reviews and welcome back to the second episode of AutoFocus. And in today's episode, we're going to be settling two things for the Scirocco. So number one is the front wheel bearings. Because after changing the rear wheel bearings that day, I thought everything was going to be okay. But in fact, the front wheel bearings need to be changed as well, because the front wheel bearings are pretty noisy now after running it up Genting yesterday. So definitely they are due for a change. So I'll be heading to Vaux Auto Garage to actually get the wheel bearing fixed. So I'll be changing both the front right and left wheel bearings. So yeah, it's going to be 380 per piece, but overall okay. I think is what needs to be done has to be done, especially when it comes to the bearing department, because for safety's sake, definitely that has to be changed. And also for the noise in the cabin, it's pretty noisy. I'm not sure whether you can hear it on camera, but it's a pretty harsh noise in the cabin and it's pretty annoying, especially if you drive for long distances. But once that is settled, the car basically runs okay. I'm very happy, especially with this 1.4 TSI. The power is actually very consistent throughout the RPM range because of the supercharger helping and assisting the turbocharger. So it's something that I'm really happy about with my purchase. Alright, so I'm almost there and I will show you guys how the wheel bearing looks if you guys haven't seen a car wheel bearing before, because the previous one I actually didn't show you guys how a wheel bearing looks like, but today I'll be showing you guys. So stick around and I'll see you guys at the destination.
A few moments later.
So guys, we are now at Vaux Auto Garage and they are actually getting the bearing fixed. Let me bring you guys in. Alright guys, so they've just taken out the wheel bearing. So let me show you how a wheel bearing looks like. There it is. Now they're going to proceed to open the driver's side. Right, so I'll see you when the car is done. Alright guys, so we just finished up at the workshop and now we're headed over to get the car tint done. Overall, the two wheel bearings wasn't too expensive. The total I paid was 760, which is okay considering that it comes with the hub, similar to the rear one as well. So the rear one came with the hub, the front one also came with the hub. So the front one was a bit more complex as compared to the rear one because this car is front wheel drive and they had to remove all the absorber link and stuff like that. So I think overall the workmanship was quite labor intensive, but of course for them it's not a problem. So alright, so I'll see you guys at the next destination. Alright guys, so since I'm stuck in heavy traffic because it's almost lunchtime, just want to talk about the difference between the old and new wheel bearing. There's a very big difference between both of them because the old one was very noisy and now the cabin is like almost totally silent, I should say, except for the tire noise because the tire is also due for change. But overall, I feel like it's really worth the money changing both the bearings. I mean, changing all the four bearings. It really helps reduce the cabin noise because the old bearings were very rough. And also, next thing, talking about the tint which I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using 3M tint. I'm not going to be tinting this glass too dark because of new regulations from the government. So I'll be tinting them approximately 60 to 70%, which is already above the limit, but still passable, I should say, when it comes to a roadblock. So the reason I chose 3M is because the other car which I have, the Volkswagen Vento, is also using 3M, and 3M provides very good heat rejection, and overall the tint has been very good. Of course that is a bit bluish color, but I'm going for the black 3M tint because I prefer it to match with the other rear glass I have. So now the traffic is eased and I'll see you guys at the next destination. Right guys, so we are at my friend's shop ready to get some tint done. The shop's located in SS14, so if you want to do your tint you can check him out. And I'm actually waiting for my turn and I will show you the process on how the tint is installed in a bit. So be right back. Alright, so we are finally done. It's been a really long day and I got the tinting done. Now it's so much cooler, but of course there's no sun now, so can't really test it out. But anyways, I decided to use a 3M tint because 3M is the gold standard, or one of the gold standard brands for tint. So I decided to do 80% for the side and 50% or 60% for the front, so it's not too dark, especially when you drive at night. It's good to not use such a dark tint because it's hard to see. Alright, so that concludes the video. Hope you guys like it. If you did like it, do smash that thumbs up button and also subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. So I'll see you guys in the next video.